Imagine life as a complex game with players, rules, and hidden moves. Some players seem to win easily. Others always get caught off guard. And the cruel truth is, they never tell you when they're about to change the rules or betray you. They'll smile, shake your hand, and wait for the perfect moment to strike. Welcome to the real world, a game where what people? Today, I'm going to show you what Machiavelli, a master of strategy, truly understood. Not the simple lessons you hear, but the deep, clear playbook that has guided winners for hundreds of years. And I promise you this, by the end of this video, you'll see the hidden moves in every social game you enter, and no one will ever be able to surprise you again. Chapter 1. Design your game face, hiding your hand. The first principle of being an unseen game master is to design your outward appearance so that others cannot read your true strength or weakness. This is like a poker player who never shows their hand, no matter how good or bad it is. Rule 1. Never show your worries or fears. When you show even a small sign of weakness, a sigh, a complaint, a worried look, it's like showing a card in your hand. Others immediately see it and use it. They don't attack because you are weak. They attack because you look weak. Let's say you're leading a new project at work and you hit a big problem. Inside, you feel stressed and unsure. If you show that stress, your team might panic and your boss might lose faith. But if you keep a calm face, speak clearly about solutions, and act as if success is certain, you change how everyone sees the situation. They believe you're in control, and that belief helps you actually gain control. Machiavelli's lesson: you must master the image of strength, especially when you feel unsure inside. Never show your struggles, your worries, or your complaints to people who might use them against you. Deal with your difficulties quietly, because every time you show a weak spot, someone is watching and planning their next move. Chapter 2. The silent move, controlling the play. Now, imagine you're playing a game, and everyone else is talking loudly, explaining their moves. Who seems to be in control? It's rarely the one making the most noise. Rule 2. Speak less. Observe more. When you talk a lot, you give away valuable information, your thoughts, your plans, your feelings. This is like showing too many cards in a game. Machiavelli understood this. If no one knows what you're thinking, they become unsure about what you might do. Being unpredictable is a powerful move. Silence is a strong strategy. Think about a manager in a meeting. Everyone is debating, trying to make their point. If the manager sits quietly, listens to all sides, and only speaks a few clear words at the end, their words carry immense weight. They often get exactly what they want because they didn't get caught in the back and forth. Next time you're challenged, wait a few seconds before replying. Lower your voice instead of raising it. Ask a question instead of making a strong statement. Let quiet moments hang in the air. Watch as the control in the conversation shifts to you. Rule 3. Remove strong feelings from your decisions. Players who let emotions guide them make quick, often bad choices. They make sudden moves, then regret them later. You want to change that. Your goal is to replace the question, "How do I feel about this?" with, "What will this achieve in the game?" Chapter 3. Redrawing the map, loyalty and leverage. It is better to be feared than loved if you cannot be both. This famous line from Machiavelli isn't about being mean. It's about understanding how people truly operate in a game. Rule 4. Understand that loyalty is a deal, not just a feeling. People are loyal to what benefits them, not always purely to you. The moment you are no longer useful to them, their loyalty can vanish like a trick card. Imagine a group of friends planning a trip. If one friend is the only one with a car, or the only one who knows the best routes, the others will be very loyal to that person's plans, even if they don't always like them. Their loyalty is based on need or on avoiding the trouble of being left out. If you want to be untouchable in this game, stop believing that loyalty based on simple liking will protect you. It won't. Your power protects you. Stop building just emotional connections and start building leverage. Leverage keeps people aligned. If someone respects you only because they like you, they'll betray you the moment they stop liking you. But if they respect you because they need you, or fear the bad things that would happen if they went against you, they'll stay loyal even if they don't like you. That's a difficult truth. Power makes people play by certain rules. So how do you build this strong position, like an unseen game master creating powerful game pieces? Make yourself essential. Be the only one who can solve certain important problems, like knowing the secret shortcut on the map. Control resources that others need, vital information, key connections, good opportunities. Create a reputation that makes people think very carefully before going against you, like a player who always seems to have a hidden ace. Never show how much you need anyone. Let me tell you about a time I was trying to launch a new product, and a key supplier suddenly threatened to pull out, which would have ruined everything. Instead of panicking, I spent a week quietly building relationships with their biggest customers, subtly offering to connect them to new, reliable sources. When the supplier made his final demand, I simply let him know that his main customers were already looking for alternatives. Within a day, he backed down, and we had a better deal. I didn't yell, I didn't beg, I used leverage. If these strategies for building powerful leverage are making you see the game differently, you're on the path to becoming an unseen game master. Hit that like button now to support this content, and make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next deep dive into mastering your personal power. Your support helps us share this crucial wisdom. Chapter 4, The Master's Turn, Calm Response to Betrayal. When someone betrays you or acts against you, your first feeling is often to react immediately, to show them they hurt you, to make them pay back. That's exactly what they expect. That's exactly what they want. They want you to get caught in their emotional game. Think about a player who is cheated in a high-stakes game. A less experienced player might immediately flip the board in anger, but a truly wise game master will absorb the shock, remain calm, and then make careful, planned moves. They don't react in the heat of the moment. They respond after careful thought. Hesitation can be a weakness, but acting purely on impulse is the very move your opponents want you to make. Because once your feelings take over, you stop thinking clearly. Machiavelli understood this. He didn't just get angry and seek immediate revenge. He planned it like a chess grandmaster. When someone moves against you, act calm, even if you feel challenged. Gather information while they think you know nothing. Find their vulnerabilities and what they depend on. Wait for the perfect moment when they feel safe. Then act decisively, with no strong emotion, no drama, just clear, effective results. Your opponent must never know how much they truly affected you. If they believe they shook you, they already won. But if they try to hurt you and you don't flinch, if you respond with calm precision, they begin to doubt their own power. That doubt becomes your secret strength, like a hidden rule in the game. The most powerful player in the room is never the one who talks the loudest or grabs the spotlight. It's the one who quietly watches, calmly guiding the game without saying a word. For many years, a quiet, skilled investor built huge wealth and influence without ever being famous. How? He simply understood market patterns, collected key information discreetly, and knew things about companies that others didn't. His power was unspoken, like a hidden hand guiding the market. Everyone knew that going against him would be costly, yet he rarely had to show them why. Being too visible often attracts envy. Getting too much attention often invites sabotage. But having influence without being exposed is true invincibility. Your strength should never be openly displayed. It should be suspected, whispered about, never fully confirmed. The key to ultimate power is control without needing public praise or credit. Let others wear the crown while you quietly direct the outcomes from behind the scenes. Let them fight over small wins and applause while you calmly guide the entire game. This is how you remain undefeated, by being everywhere and nowhere at the same time. Build a reputation for making important things happen behind the scenes. Let others be the public face while you remain the hidden game master. Build strong connections with important people who trust your judgment. Boost other people's egos. Let them think they're leading. Gently shape the path while making others feel it was their idea. When you are unseen, you are unpredictable. When you are unpredictable, you are unstoppable. Silence is your strength. Mystery is your shield. Everything I've shared with you today comes down to one powerful idea. In a world where most people play by emotion, the strategist always wins. The untouchable don't just survive, they thrive because they understand the hidden rules others refuse to see. Here are the key principles from your unseen game master. Game face is key. Control how others see you. Silence is strategy. Speak less, watch more. Loyalty is a deal. Build strong advantages, not just trust. Respond, don't react. Stay calm and plan your moves. Hidden influence is unbeatable. Control things from the shadows. Remember that tough product launch I mentioned? 3 years later, our company launched a new, even bigger product that made us leaders in our field. At the celebration, a wise mentor pulled me aside and said, "Many leaders panic when problems hit. But you kept a calm face, a steady hand. You acted like you already knew the next move in the game. That's when I knew you were untouchable." Machiavelli wasn't teaching people how to be cruel. He was teaching them how to survive and win in a world that was already tough. His final lesson: the most powerful player isn't the one with the most pieces, the most money, or the most fame. It's the one who remains calm and unaffected when others try to break them. The one who can smile when challenged, the one who can walk away when tempted, the one who can rise when pushed down. That's what it means to be untouchable. And now you know how to become the unseen game master. Here's how to ensure your transformation continues. Hit the like button if this deep dive into Machiavellian wisdom has helped you understand how to design your own game. Your support helps share these vital lessons. Subscribe to the channel and activate notifications. Your journey to mastering unseen influence and becoming an unseen game master begins now. I'll see you in the next match.